Okay, I have managed to log into my server manager. We're on the local server. If we come over here to tools and we scroll down to Active Directory user and computer, and I am going to right click my Ensign.corp. And the first thing that I want to do is I'm going to come down here. I'm going to hit new. So the very first thing that we did, we're trying to put on employees, HR, IT, management, research, stakeholders, accounting, and all that. So we wanted to put on organizational units. So come down here, look for organizational units and hit here. So all you needed to do was put in a name and then hit OK. And I put in lots of different names, hit OK. And as you can see, it kind of puts them in employees, but it starts to put them in alphabetical order once you hit them all in. So you have accounting, auditors, all those different things, HR, IT, and it puts them all happily in alphabetical order for you. So that was really, really nice of it. It has no rhyme or reason, just all alphabetical order. So that's really nice. So the next thing that we needed to do was put in users. So as we put in new users, we're still back at our Active Directory users, and we're just going to click on our object and we hit new and users. So we're still kind of here. So since we're just users, we don't really want to do this. We just want users. So we're going to give them a first name. We had Sarah and Ted and Phil and all kinds of things. I made up last names. I don't know if that's what you were supposed to do, but I figured they probably wanted a last name. It does populate a full name for them, gave them a logger name. I would give them a full name based on if their name was like, say, Sarah. It's one of their names. Maybe they could be Jones, and it fills it in. And maybe they could be like Jones. They have a login name. And give them passwords. To give them all the same passwords doesn't seem very good to do that, to give them all the same password, but that's what we were doing. User must not change password at next, or they must change password at the next login. They're all at the same password. That seemed like a good idea. Then once you hit next, as long as your passwords match, then it will allow you to finish. So I just exit there. And once I hit users, it gives me a list of all the people. So Bruce, got a fun name, Bruce Banner. Dean Anderson. I did give them, like Frank ends up being Frank Sinatra. I guess everybody got some famous names here. Pearl Crab, in case you don't know who that is, Mr. Crab's daughter. So some people end up with some famous names over here. Here's Stephen King, just in case you don't know who that is, and Tim Tebow. Guess I got some famous users on here. So that's kind of where we end up at first. So now everybody kind of needs to end up in their own areas where they're supposed to be. So this is kind of a drag and drop as far as I can tell. Haven't quite tried this one yet since I wanted this one to show up on the video. So everybody has their own users wherever they can go. Make sure I keep everybody straight here. So Sarah is going to go to HR. So here she is, Sarah. See if we can drag her over to HR. Whoop. Pretty sure we can drag her. Ooh, maybe not. Moving objects to main can prevent existing system from working the way it's designed. Yes, let's move her. So hopefully she went over there correctly. And then we want to move Ted, Mr. Ted, and Ted is going to go to research. So let's move Ted to research. And it says yes. And I believe we can go over here and check, see if Ted really went to research. And it does say that Ted is in research. So far, so good. It looks like people really are moving the way we want them to. Okay, now everybody is in their spot. We got Guy and Steven in accounting. Auditors are Bruce and Sally. Computers and bulletin and domain. Employees, foreign securities. HR is Sarah. IT is Muta. I'm going to kill that name. Management is Frank, Janine, and Pearl. We got research is Ted and Phil. Our stakeholders are Dean, Spencer, and Tim. So everybody's in the right spot. All right, this took me a bit to figure out, but I have saved this file basically to the C drive, and then click on it, and I have these subfolders. And then what I'm doing is click here. Oh, sorry. Never mind. I'm going to right click, get a little ahead of myself, go into properties. So then when I go into properties, I'm going to hit security. And as you go to users, now notice that we're in accounting, so we're missing our users in accounting. And our two accounting guys are Steven and Guy. And notice that Steven and Guy are not here. So we need to add Steven and Guy. So we don't want to add them to here. So we've got users. So we're going to add Steven and Guy. So Steven, look him up. Steven is a user. So we're going to check names. And he comes in here. It's okay. And then we also need to add another user, Guy. I haven't done it before. I've added two users, so we'll see if this works. Check names, and Guy, he's there. So now I have Steven and Guy. And Steven and Guy, they had power to go all the way up to modify. So we're going to say OK. We apply and say OK. So they get a few powers here. So we're going to look through here, see if that worked. So Steven and Guy get all the way to modify. Notice that. And see other users, they don't get that. So just in case we're worried about them. So we're going to say, okay, Steven and Guy. So they were our accounting guys. And if you go down to auditors, hit here, and we go to properties, and we go to security, and we come down here again to users, and we go edit. And if we go down to users again, and we say add, and of course now this is auditors, and we have Sally and Bruce. So Sally, and we go ahead and check names, and we say OK, and go ahead and add another user, add, and off to Sally. We also have Bruce, and check names, say OK. So Sally and Bruce, and they get full control, so quite a bit here. So Bruce gets full control, so that's good. I'll move this up a little, and I say okay, there we go. So go ahead and apply. And just to make sure that I got to Sally as well, because I just kind of noticed that maybe that didn't get to both of them, I'm going to say that Sally also gets full control, and I'm going to apply that, and I'm going to say okay. So I probably should go back and check the other guys and make sure that that happened for both of our accounting guys, because that would be sad if that didn't work for both of them. Just realize that. So I'll go back to security and make sure both of our accounting guys got everything they were supposed to get as well. So accounting guys, I'm going to say advanced. Oops, that's not how to cancel. I'm going to edit. Say Steven. you should have been able to modify, apply for him, and guy's already there. Okay, so we're good. So then just make sure that everybody in your thing has the rights to do them. So make sure. I'm glad I caught that. All right. So then just go through and make sure everyone has what they need. Great. And that's everything, I think. I'll make sure that's everything. But there you go. Everything's good.